Al Sadd returned to the quarter-final stage of the competition for the first time since 2019, after comfortably progressing from the league phase and then showing real grit and determination in the last 16. With two-time Asian Cup winner and national hero Akram Afif in their side, Al Sadd are always a threat no matter who they face. But how exactly did their story unfold en route to this year's Final 8?
Winners of the last AFC Champions League, Ahli of the United Arab Emirates, are looking to become the first winners of the revamped AFC Champions League Elite, with the backing of their home supporters at the Hassan bin Zayed Stadium. And Crespo's side started with one of the stars of last year's edition up front, in striker Soufiane Brahimi, as they looked to snap a 6-game winless run against Qatari opposition with their opening AFC Champions League Elite match. Al Sadd, wearing the black shirts, came in as the champions of Qatar. Head coach Felix Sanchez was aiming to put a patchy start to the new league season to one side as the hunt for continental success began. The first gilt-edged chance of the game would fall to the prolific Rahimi. Park Yong-woo would send the ball forward, giving Rahimi a chance to race in behind the Al Sadd defence, but his shot with the right foot came back off the upright and away. 10 minutes gone. Rahimi missing the biggest opportunity presented to either team up until that point, but Al Sadd had their share of half chances at least. Akram Afif would knock the ball back to Mohamed Kamara, who launched it goalwards. The shot was pushed up and away eventually. Khaled Issa called into action for the first time in the game just before the 20-minute mark, and just after it, Alain would respond. Rahimi would be the man again to have a go at finding the opening goal. Al Sadd keeper Meshal Barsham got down to the ball in time and came out of the duel on top, extending the left hand to punch the ball clear from the low shot. The home side started to enjoy the upper hand in the game. And just before the half-hour mark, a breakaway began on the right-hand side. Eventually, Mohamed El Balouchi would get the ball back across the box to Kaku, and his shot was once again touched away by Barsham. Kaku going for placement in the corner, but didn't quite have the power and pace to beat Barsham. And in stoppage time, at the very end of the first half, defensive errors would prove costly for the defending champions. Kwame Oton had trouble beneath the high ball. Park Young-woo misjudged his tackle, and finally Akram Afif's blocked shot came right back to him for a tap-in, and Al Sadd led in first half stoppage time. Afif was presented with a golden opportunity, and he was not going to waste it, tapping in the loose ball to give Al Sadd a 1-0 half-time lead. Striker Kodjolaba came on at half-time for the hosts in an attempt to pull them back level. Kaku got the ball into the box for the substitute just over 10 minutes into the second half. But Kodjolaba, the prolific striker for Alain, a tremendous goal record. He fired only into the side netting. With the hour mark gone, Alain still trailed, but the shot count was rising from their side. And another shot would be aimed at goal. Hitting the target was the trouble. Paraguayan playmaker Kaku Romero taking an effort from just outside the D, but saw his left-footed chance sail wide. Al Sadd, Qatari opposition, were not completely content to sit back on their lead though. They could have doubled it after 64 minutes. A good ball in from Paulo Otavio, and the cross was turned onto the crossbar at close range by Rafa Mujica. Alain continued to push forward in search of their equaliser, and the Argentinian duo of Salamoni and Palacios had shots repelled. They might have given up, but Palacios had other ideas, firing in from way out on the left-hand side. The low dipping shot would slip under the keeper via a tiny deflection on its way. Barsham finally beaten after 80 minutes. It wasn't quite the start that either side were looking for in the AFC Champions League Elite, but Alain pressed hard and grabbed that late goal. 1-1 the final score from the Hassan bin Zayed Stadium.
Despite taking the lead through Afif late into the first half, Al Sadd were unable to hold on and were forced to settle for a draw on the opening day of action. But with plenty of opportunities to pick up points ahead, they felt confident they could make up for dropped points when they welcomed Esteghlal to the Yassim bin Hamad Stadium on match day 2.
2011 AFC Champions League winners Al Sadd of Qatar host Iran's Esteghlal on match day 2. Akram Afif scored for Al Sadd as they picked up a point away from home in their opening AFC Champions League Elite game. But they're aiming for all 3 now in their quest to reach the knockouts for the first time since 2020. Esteghlal impressed in a 3-0 victory over Al Gharafa on match day 1 with Ramin Rizayan and Arash Rizavand amongst the goals. But after a tough start to the domestic season, coach Javad Nekunam will want all 3 points here. It's Jalali on the ball for Esteghlal in dark blue, gets a great crossover for Gustavo Blanco. Lovely technique on the header and a lovely save from Meshal Barsham in the Al Sadd goal too. Esteghlal put one-headed chance wide, that one was on target, Barsham not beaten. Just over 5 minutes to go before half-time. Saiss putting in a great ball for Mujica. It was a good run from the angle on the left, but the best he could do was earn a corner. Play the delivery in towards Roman Saiss, and it's found its way in. Keeper Sayed Hossein Hosseini under heavy pressure once he came to try and win it, and his own punch has sent the ball flying back into the top corner. Esteghlal haven't given up on going in level just yet. Good delivery and a good header. Salimi in the box, picked out by Jalali, but Barsham leaps over to his left to make another vital stop. Al Sadd leading by 1 at the break, having 2 injury-enforced changes already. Esteghlal are still in this contest. It's played long down towards the right-hand side. Oh, there's a spot of trouble here. Mujica could be in. That's a good save. Saman Fala in all kinds of difficulties in the Esteghlal defence. Mujica trying to take advantage, but Hosseini got down. Otavio, clever ball in towards Mohamed Kamara in the box, cut back brilliantly. But he was denied, and Malian got into a good position, but the keeper Hosseini made a strong save to keep this at 1-0. There's a long ball over the top for Al Sadd, into the path of Akram Afif. He's into the box, and he was surely taken out by Cheshmi there. That was a wild challenge. A yellow card for Cheshmi. He's not got anything on the ball. Al Sadd have a chance to double the lead from the spot. Afif will take this himself, having won the penalty. And Akram Afif will score. 2-0 to Al Sadd. Clinical from the spot, Akram Afif. Fitting that he was the one to earn the chance and to convert it. Al Sadd looking good at 2-0 midway through the second half. Straight down the middle. For Silva, tees up Saman Fala. He had to go from distance, and Barsham had real trouble with that. Might have hurt himself in the process. The shot from range was swerving, and off the post it went. Kakuta now for Esteghlal for Ramin Rizayan. Side netting only, and they surely needed that to make this a contest again in stoppage time. A good hit, but just off target. Coming up towards 100 minutes being played, and there's tired defending there. Afif could be in to make it 3. Just inches wide with the shot. Esteghlal showing some tired legs at the back. Afif almost took advantage. Al Sadd will claim the win on home turf anyway. Esteghlal fought hard, but the hosts have won this one by 2-0. Akram Afif taking a starring role once again for Felix Sanchez's team, who move on to 4 points.
Afif was on the scoresheet again for the side from Qatar as they secured a 2-0 win for the home fans to enjoy against the visitors from Iran. And now with a 4-point tally after 2 games played, could head into match day 3 with confidence running through their veins again. Next up was another chance to impress at home, with Persepolis making the journey to Qatar. Qatar's Al Sadd welcome Persepolis from Iran to the Jassim bin Hamad Stadium in Doha on match day 3 of the Champions League Elite. Felix Sanchez's side are unbeaten so far and have 4 points to their name after drawing with Al Ain on match day 1 and securing a 2-0 victory over Esteghlal last time out. Persepolis are still in search of their first win with 2 matches played after a disappointing start to life in this year's competition in the form of defeat to Al Ahli on match day 1 and a draw against Pakhtakor at the end of last month. Strong start to the game from the visitors from Iran. all in reds. Persepolis on the move here. Not a bad ball inside initially from Lucas Zhao. Omid Alisha unable to really trouble the keeper there. Here come Persepolis again. Masoud Riki with a shot from distance. Just couldn't keep it down. Decent strike, always on the rise though. Akram Afif with a short corner. And Torres tries his luck and forces a good save from Alexis Gendouzi in goal. 37th minute of play here. Ooh, that is a poor pass from Tarek Salman. Chance here. Zhao unable to find the back of the net, and then it's cleared off the line by Torres. Al Sadd getting away with that one after a lapse in concentration. To stoppage time of this first half. Still no goal, and now perhaps we have the breakthrough. A little bit of good fortune as it falls at the feet of Mateo Saribe, and the Colombian slots it home from close distance. So Al Sadd with a 1-0 lead at the break here. Persepolis started the first half strong. They've started the second strong as well. Shot from distance from Lucas Zhao. No real trouble for Barsham in goal though. Arif to Gonzalez. Lays it off to Tarek Salman. Salman with a decent strike. Tries to nick it inside that near post. Gendouzi with another great stop in the Persepolis goal. Little less than half an hour still to go. Sadd coming forward here. Paulo Otavio tries his luck. Gendouzi gets his left leg to the ball there. Stands his ground well. A few minutes later, Persepolis coming back the other way. Acrobatic save from Barsham there. Rafié with the long-range effort. Quarter of an hour still to go. Persepolis desperately looking for an equaliser here. Well, they might have one. Wow, how has he missed that? Ahmad Zadeh unable to find a way past Barsham. Deep into stoppage time now. Time quite literally running out for Persepolis as they try to salvage something here, and they can't catch a break. Omid Alisha off the crossbar. Looked like it was going right into that top corner, and I don't think Barsham was getting there either. So Al Sadd continue to impress and remain undefeated with their second win and another 3 points in the bag as they take another step closer to the last 16, while the heartbreak continues for struggling Persepolis despite a valiant effort in the second half. Uribe's only goal of the game just before half-time made it back-to-back wins for Felix Sanchez's side, putting them level on points with Al Nassr towards the top and keeping them within touching distance of the other two Saudi teams ahead of them. But would they be able to build on their winning ways with a trip to Dubai to face Al Wasl, the next stop on their journey? Al Wasl welcome Al Sadd to the Savio Stadium on match day 4 of the AFC Champions League Elite in the West. Al Wasl have matched their best ever start to a continental campaign, but the visitors, Al Sadd, are unbeaten in their last 13 matches against sides from the UAE. Seferovic and Santos were both on the score sheet for Milos Milojevic's side in the UAE Pro League on Thursday, and the dynamic duo keep their place in the starting 11. Yusuf Abdurizak starts up front for the visitors, and fan favourite Akram Afif as well as summer signing Cristo Gonzalez support their number 9 in attack. So the visitors, Al Sadd, all in black here. 8th minute of play. Lovely link-up play on that left wing. Great ball into the middle. And somehow Yusuf Abdurizak has missed the target there. Even Akram Afif can't understand how. Minute later, Al Sadd coming forward again. Great ball to pick out Afif. Akram Afif into the outside side netting. Akram Afif really has been dominating on that left wing here in this first half. 19th minute, shot from distance. Al-Janaibi makes the save, but it's really a save he should be making to deny Abdurizak. 21st minute, Wasl coming forward for the first time. Seferovic centers the ball for Santos, and it's another incredible miss here. Both sides could easily have found the back of the net, but it remains goalless. Almost half an hour gone. That's a poor pass from Kamara. Alexis Perez, what a strike that is! Pace and power, and then a little bit of help as well. Boualem Khoki with the deflection, and Barsham sent the other way, can do nothing about it. Free kick here for Romain Saiz. Gets it over the wall, just wouldn't drop for it as it sails just over the crossbar. Decent attempt though. So 1-0 at the break for the home side. An hour gone. Afif with the delivery. It's cleared. Ball now with Hochi. Puts it into the middle, and Saiz is there to head it home from close range. Beautiful cross to pick him out. And all he had to do was make contact. Al-Sadd back on level terms here. A little over 10 minutes still to go. Akram Afif to Gonzalez. Gonzalez! Plenty of movement on the shot there. And Al-Janaibi had to be ready for it, and was. Saiz on the ball. Flicked on. Oh, that is a horrible challenge from Buftini. The referee's having another look, and that has surely got to be a red card, and will be. Al-Wasl down to 10 men. Nothing really happening for either side here in the closing stages. Very few efforts on goal, and that pretty much sums it up. And so it ends all square as both sides add a point to their tally and remain comfortably in the running for a top 8 finish and a place in the knockout stages. After a disappointing first half, Al-Sadd were able to salvage a point come the final whistle and at least remain undefeated in this year's league phase. However, with the teams above and around them all picking up points, it was crucial they kept adding to their 8-point tally. But it wasn't going to be easy, with former champions Al Hilal paying them a visit on match day 5.
Both Al-Sadd and Al Hilal look well placed to advance from the group stage as they clash on match day 5 in Doha. Al-Sadd are 4th, just behind Al Hilal, and looking good to progress for the first time in 4 seasons. Last time out, they claimed a 1-1 draw against Al Wasl. Saiz grabbing the leveller. Al Hilal won 3-0 against Esteghlal in their last AFC Champions League Elite match. Mitrovic again the hero with a hat-trick. However, they saw their long unbeaten run domestically ended on Saturday against Al Khalej. Neymar is again missing for the away side, but his team are on top from the off. In comes the corner, and it's an easy tap-in the end for Ali Al-Balehi. Salem Al-Tazori with the corner. It's a flick on, and that's a simple tap-in. 1-0 to Al Hilal after a bright start. And that continues as Al Hilal go for the cushion. Corners are causing a problem. Mitrovic this time just heading narrowly over. 10 minutes to go before half-time though, as Al-Sadd finally come forward. It's Atal cutting inside on that left foot. He doesn't quite catch hold of it, and it's an easy save for Bono. Coming towards the end of the first half, we've had chances at both ends. As Leonardo here pulls the trigger, and it's a sensational save there from Barsham. Deflected on its way through. It's full stretch. Half-time, Al Hilal well on top away from home, but only that early goal to show for it. into the second half, and Al Sadd with a decent start here. As Afif picks up the ball and goes for goal as well. It looks as though it just zipped wide. In the replay, we can see here Bono with the fingertip save. Just over an hour gone now. Al Hilal perhaps can show what they can do, as there's a wicked cross in there, and Mitrovic, it's off the bar on the stretch. A brilliant cross towards him by Nassr, and it's so very nearly 2-0. Afif is starting to run the game now for Al Sadd with just under 20 minutes remaining. His low ball in is converted by Otavio. He's only been on a couple of minutes. As the replay comes in, he is onside. VAR having a quick look at it. It does count. It's 1-1 with just under 20 minutes to play. Al Sadd now looking to get the advantage as the cross is cleared here. As far as Camera to pull the trigger, and it deflects just wide. It could have gone absolutely anywhere as Al Sadd are building up ahead of steam. The resulting corner here, it's a flicked header from Tariq Salman, and it's off the bar. Both sides now have seen efforts come off the woodwork. Now straight up the other end as Al Hilal want to go back ahead here. Milinkovic Savic, and it's blocked and just wide. Another let-off there for Al Sadd. He'll be disappointed he didn't finish it off. Deep into stoppage time as the cross comes in towards Mitrovic. Straight at the keeper and away to safety there for Al Sadd. A tight and tense finish to the match. It ends all square at 1-1. The result sees Al Sadd drop to 5th, while Al Hilal move up to 2nd as both remain unbeaten.
A second-half equaliser from Otavio made it back-to-back draws for Al Sadd, who did, however, become the first team to take points off high-flying Al Hilal. With a 9-point total and still no defeat, Sanchez's men were sitting comfortable and well on course for a place in the next round. Their next opponent came in the form of Cristiano Ronaldo's Al Nassr in Riyadh.
Al Nassr welcome Al Sadd to the King Saud University Stadium on match day 6 of the AFC Champions League Elite. The Saudi hosts of today's game are already assured of their place in the next stage, having won each of their last 4 games in the competition. Cristiano Ronaldo has scored 5 in his last 3 games, including a brace last time out against Al Gharafa, but he won't feature today. Al Sadd of Qatar would be all but assured of joining Al Nassr in the next stage if they can take home 3 points tonight. But they haven't won against this opposition in 4 meetings. Al Sadd do come in, though, on a 7-match unbeaten run in AFC games. Al Nassr in yellow, looking to make a lightning-fast start here. Angelo Gabriel gets it to Anderson Talisca. High and wide with the shot in the end. But a decent opening just 3 minutes into the game. Al Nassr looking to build something from the back. It's Brozovic here. Brozovic, oh, he slipped and given it away. Cristo Gonzalez is in. Denied by goalkeeper Krepski. What a let-off for the hosts, and especially for Brozovic. Al Nassr responding to that missed chance. They push on down the other end, just seconds after the big chance for Al Sadd. Mane finding Talisca off the post and away, and then onto the roof of the net too. What a phase of this first half. Talisca hitting the post. Huge chances at either end, just seconds apart. Gonzalez gets it to Akram Afif. Afif making inroads down the right-hand side for Al Sadd. The shot just a little too high in the end. Al Nassr still seeing more of the ball, but openings for both teams in the first half. Nobody has converted one yet. Al Sadd get it forward. Cristo Gonzalez into the box, just seconds into the second half. They weren't wasting any time there. That could have been a lovely goal, just 10 seconds into the second period. Afif with one to chase here. He's got room to run, Akram Afif. Afif into the area, and Afif finds the finish for Al Sadd. The visitors strike first, and that could be the goal to take them through to the knockout stages. Afif with his third of the campaign. The ball's whipped in for Al Nassr. The header comes in, on target by Laporte, and it needed to be a solid save. Wesley with the step-overs on the left-hand side. Gets it across the box, it's not cleared. Mane off the post, and it'll be cleared away finally. Al Nassr have really responded well in the last few minutes. The hosts looking very motivated to keep that unbeaten run alive. Lots of success coming down the left. Wesley again, and it's turned into his own net. Roman Seist with the own goal. Al Nassr level things with 10 minutes left to play. That could turn the game on its head now. Wesley did so well. Both teams have had chances to win this. Here come Al Sadd with perhaps the last throw of the dice. Was Afif fouled by Fatil? The referee says yes. Second big penalty claim for Afif. This time he gets one. Adam Unes with the pressure on his shoulders, smashes it home, full power down the middle. Al Sadd will win this in the 99th minute. Ronaldo rested, Al Nassr lose for the first time in the competition this season. Al Sadd can pretty much prepare for the knockout stages now. They've come to Riyadh and won by 2-1.
Akram Afif was at it again in Saudi Arabia, with Al Sadd picking up 3 points and a memorable win against the star-studded Al Nassr. It was a win that helped close the gap on their opponents in the league table as well, and they were fired up to keep the pressure on with another positive performance when they faced Al Ahli in the Jassim bin Hamad Stadium.
Two unbeaten and already qualified sides meet on matchday 7 in the AFC Champions League Elite as Al Sadd hosts Al Ahli, Saudi FC. Al Sadd have 3 wins and 3 draws to their name so far as they've qualified for the knockout stage for the first time in 3 years. Before the winter break, they pulled off a 2-1 win at Al Nassr with Afif and a late Unas penalty doing the damage. Al Ahli opened with 5 straight wins in the competition but were held to a 2-2 draw by Esteghlal last time out. Ivan Toney scored twice from the spot. Both sides will target victory to ensure as good a seeding as possible as Al Sadd set about their task immediately. A long ball here towards Afif, and it's really great pace shown by him. He lofts the ball over Mendy, and that's the opener. Only 50 seconds on the clock, and it's 1-0 to Al Sadd already. It's a finish of real quality from Afif, as Mendy was in no man's land. Al Ahli, though, showing a good reaction to falling behind as Toney here crosses the ball. It's nodded back across by Mahrez, and that's a wonderful finish by Firmino. The overhead kick in the 10th minute, making it 1-1 here. Toney forcing the error. Mahrez with the vision. And that's wonderful technique from Roberto Firmino. Into the 17th minute, and Al Ahli still attacking here as Toney goes for goal with the outside of his boot. It just drifts wide. But there was an attacker closing in at the far post as well. Into the 39th minute, an even match with chances at both ends. As the corner comes in here, it's not being cleared, and that's 2-1 to Al Ahli. Ibanez turning and volleying home here. As Firmino gets the assist, it's scrappy defending from Al Sadd. And Ibanez fires it home. Half-time 2-1, a lightning start from Al Sadd, but it's Al Ahli who lead at half-time. And the Saudi side are pushing for a cushion at the start of the second period as Firmino has the chance. And the captain just shooting wide. Decent opportunity for him that he couldn't take. Into the 81st minute, as Al Ahli here, they send Ivan Toney through. He's around the keeper, he's been clattered as Mahrez finishes off the loose ball. The referee, though, just looking at this one. Toney is onside, he gets clattered there anyway by Barsham. Mahrez, though, playing to the whistle and scoring, and the goal counts. At 3-1 down, Al Sadd look as though they know they're beaten. As there's quick feet here from Mahrez, and it's just fired wide by the sub Galeno. Matthias Jaisler's side, though, do clinch the 3 points as at full-time. It's 3-1 to Ahli Saudi FC. An excellent away performance, and it puts them top of the table with Al Hilal still to play. Al Sadd flattered to deceive after their early lead, but they're guaranteed at least a top 5 finish despite their first loss.
Sadly, it wasn't meant to be against the big names of Al Ahli, who continued their push for a first-place finish. But with 12 points on the board already, a place in the next round was already secure. And now finishing on a high note was all that mattered heading into match day 8 with a trip to Tashkent to take on Pakhtakor up next. Pakhtakor welcome already qualified Al Sadd to the JAR Stadium on the final match day of the league phase. The team from Tashkent not only need their first win, but results to go their way elsewhere if they stand any chance of moving on to the next round. Pedro Moreira makes a total of 5 changes to the side that lost 1-0 to Al Gharafa last time out, with January signing Brian Riascos starting up front and Sobir Khushayev replacing Rezan on the left wing. Felix Sanchez decides to rest some of his big names, handing Asadallah on the left wing, Bunaser in defence and Al-Shib in goal, their first Champions League starts of the season. Sixth minute of play, a strong start from the home side. Pakhtakor in yellow and white. First Alijanov and then Flammarion with efforts on goal. The latter going just wide in the end. Just didn't look like he made the correct contact there. Never really bent back for it. Still Pakhtakor coming forward again here in the 18th minute. Headed back across and into the back of the net. And it's the new boy, Brian Riascos, with his first goal for his new club. Headed back across by Flammarion. And there was Riascos to tap it home from a close range and give Pakhtakor a 1-0 lead. Riascos again here in the 25th. Cuts it back for Sobir Khushayev, and a glancing header. Nearly finds the far corner. Flammarion, a clever bit of play there. Tries to catch the keeper out. Wasn't far away from doing just that. Back the other way here in the 33rd. Al-Haidos brought down inside the box. VAR and the man in charge of proceedings taking another look at this, and there's clear contact there from Alijanov. And so it's a penalty for Al Sadd. The ticket back into the game. Up steps the captain, who won the penalty in the first place. Hassan Al-Haidos, straight down the middle. Picks up his first Champions League goal of the season in his 3rd appearance for Al Sadd. His 4th in all competitions this campaign, to give us a 1-1 scoreline at the break. Into the second, Pakhtakor coming forward down the left wing. Riascos tries it from long range. Wasn't far away from finding the target there. It's an ambitious effort. With a goal already, why not? Free kick here for the home side. Luka tries to bend it over the wall, takes a deflection. Riascos picks up his second with a bit of help from the Al Sadd defence there. Luka fires it into the wall. Comes straight to Riascos. There's real power behind the header. No keeping that one out. And an incident off the ball, right in front of the linesman as well, involving Sobir Khushayev and Unas. Let's see both of them given their marching orders, both sides down to 10 men. As we head into the final stages now. Pakhtakor with a chance to seal the deal here in the 78th. Just won't find the back of the net for them. Khamdanov with the final effort. Some last-ditch defending, helping it wide Final score, however, 2-1 here in Tashkent as Pakhtakor pick up their first win of the league phase to move up into 7th and keep their hopes alive, but must now wait to see how the other fixtures in the West unfold and if they've done enough to move on to the last 16. Defeat on the final match day wasn't exactly what Felix Sanchez was hoping for. However, Al Sadd's 12 points were enough to make 4th place in the table their own when it was all said and done. Through to the last 16, they now faced Al Wasl over 2 legs of knockout football. And with their meeting on match day 4 ending all square, they knew it would be no easy task. Despite losing back-to-back games on the final 2 match days of the league phase, both Al Wasl and Al Sadd have done enough to secure their last 16 places. With their meeting in the league phase ending in a 1-1 draw, it's anyone's guess as to who will take the first step towards the quarter-finals as the sides meet in Dubai, the first leg of their knockout clash. No Caio Canedo today, so the home side begin with Fabio Lima out on the right wing, while there are also starts for Sidibe and Poblete in holding midfield. Akram Afif and Rafa Mujica were both on target against Al Gharafa in the Qatar Stars League on Thursday, with the latter scoring a hat-trick in a 4-0 victory. Just 3 minutes in, early corner here for the home side, all in yellow, Al Wasl. Salih Ale, good tenacity to win the ball back, chance here for an early goal! And it's the Al Wasl captain who gets his side off to a flying start in front of a home crowd here. Does really well to win the ball back, then the cut back, delays the shot, and sweeps it past Barsha and into the back of the net. Al Wasl coming forward again here in the 21st, looking for a second. João Pedro keeps it alive, Ali Saleh with a chance for a brace. Well, that was 10 times easier than the goal he scored. Just gets underneath the ball as it comes his way. Puts it over. Haven't seen too much from the visitors so far. Al Sadd looking for their first real chance. This first half, ball comes into Mujica on the spin. Forces a really good save from Khalid Al-Sanani in goal. The first touch is to keep it hard and low. Can't find a way past the Al Wasl keeper though. It's a stoppage time of the first half. Golden opportunity here for an equaliser. Again, it's the Spaniard Rafa Mujica with the opportunity. Al-Sanani gets a fingertip to help it onto the crossbar. Keep his side's 1-0 lead intact, heading into the second 45. Early into the second half here. Well, not dealt with. Stopped on the line once, twice. By Yusuf Atal. Fantastic work on the goal line there. The Al Sadd defender, danger not over here as the ball comes back in. And the header sails over the crossbar. Jung Seung-hyun unable to keep it down. But fantastic defending just moments before that by Yusuf Atal. Sadd looking for an equaliser. 68th minute, Akram Afif with the header to the back post. And it's the substitute, Al Yassidi, who heads it home from close range. He's only been on the pitch for a few minutes, and what a way to announce your arrival. Beautiful delivery, well-taken header as well. All square here between Al Wasl and Al Sadd in this first leg. A little over a quarter of an hour still to go. Nothing to separate the two sides as things stand. Barsha, a good save at his near post, what he should be making. Corner for Al Wasl, and it's off the crossbar from Fabio Lima. Another superb delivery, this time from Ali Saleh. Fabio Lima denied by the woodwork. And so an entertaining first leg ends all square at 1 apiece in the Zabil Stadium in Dubai. And with everything still up in the air, the return fixture promises to be a nail-biting affair when Al Wasl and Al Sadd go toe-to-toe again in 7 days' time.
The Jazz Jassim bin Hamid Stadium hosts Al Sadd and Al Wasl as they face off in the second leg of their round of 16 tie. The outcome balancing on a knife edge after a 1-1 first leg draw that could have been a much higher scoring affair with numerous big chances for both teams. Akram Afif captains the side and is joined in attack by Spain's Rafa Mojica. No team from the UAE has won away against Al Sadd in the last 9 attempts. The attacking talents of Captain Ali Salah, Fabio Lima, Joao Pedro and Nicolas Jimenez from midfield will try and change that fact. Al Wasl with the brighter start, the ball into the centre, forces the first save. Ashal Barsham tipping away Jimenez's cross-come shot. Well, the visitors are back at it here. They've looked really sharp in the opening stages. The first time ball in, and Fabio Lima's there to meet it. He sweeps it in. It's dazzling from Al Wasl. The ball from Alexis was brilliant. The timing of the run from Fabio Lima was immaculate. And the finish wasn't bad either. The team from the UAE strike first. Al Sadd yet to really get going. Akram Afif coming in on the inside. The shot from the left foot doesn't trouble Khalid too much. Well, the home side are starting to show some signs of life. They come again in the 26th minute. Akram Afif, good step overs that. Driving forwards, cuts it back, and this will be met by Mustafa, who turns it in. And just like that, the home side are level. While Wasl haven't been able to keep a clean sheet in their last 8 Champions League Elite matches. That's the 14th goal that they've conceded. And Al Sadd are looking bright now. Momentum shifting in this tie. Yusuf Attal picks up the ball in a good position. Good dribbling from him. He tries to find the cross, but it finds its way into the back of the net. Heavy deflection off Jung Sung Hyun, the unlucky defender. But Al Sadd have turned this tie around in a matter of 4 minutes. Wonderful skill to get to the byline and then somehow beats the goalkeeper. He's bamboozled at the near post. Or more pressure from Al Sadd. Akram Afif plays it short, whips it in, and it's an absolute beauty! What a goal that one is! Claudinho sets him up and Afif knocks them down. It's a goal of the highest calibre. His 5th, and has he scored one better than that? Right into the top right-hand corner. Well, the 2011 AFC champions are in a commanding position, and Al Wasl are teetering on the edge of elimination as that cross is sent away. Paulo Otavio pings it into Claudinho, and it's into the side netting. Al Sadd threatening to run away with this tie as we go into the second half. And Al Wasl are going to have to come out fighting, which they do in the 57th minute. Deep ball in from Mihailovic. It's met by Pedro, and what a save! Marshall Barsham, fabulous reflexes, somehow manages to claw it away. Well, into stoppage time, Paulo Otavio breaking forward, stings the palms of Khalid. And the hosts have kept Al Wasl at bay in the second half. Time running out. Al Wasl coming forward, trying to halve the deficit through Jonatas Santos. Still Jonatas, and he flashes his shot over the bar. Well, that was the final big chance of an enthralling tie. Plenty of action at both ends of the pitch. But for Al Wasl, it's the end of the road. They were just blown away by the attacking capabilities of Al Sadd. There was huge entertainment over the 2 legs, but it's the side from Qatar who take the step into the quarterfinals.
Another 1-1 draw between the two sides was followed by an impressive 3-1 win at home, sending Al Sadd through to the quarterfinals for the first time in 6 years. But their toughest test is yet to come, and they will have to be at their best in the next round, because Japanese opponent Kawasaki Frontale has looked like they mean business this year and will push Akram Afif and his teammates to their very limits when they meet in the final 8.
I'm Pedro Miguel, player of Al Sadd Club and Qatar national team. The ACL is improving a lot, bringing these players from outside. So it's great to play against Ronaldo and Mane and a lot of players. They are here in ACL. even for the kids to come to see Ronaldo in the stadium. That is important for the future of our football here in Asia. The improvement is so amazing. I see a lot of young players improving a lot, even national team. So happy to see these players growing so fast and with quality. So I'm grateful to live here.
Four-time Qatari champion and two-time Player of the Year, Akram Afif has been one of Al Saad's greatest ever players, and his performances in this year's AFC Champions League Elite have driven his club back to where they feel they belong. His 5 goals and 3 assists have been instrumental in paving his club's path back to greatness. And if one man can take them all the way to a title, then it's the 28-year-old fan favourite from Doha, Akram Afif.